The Headless Horseman is the most popular bundle on Roblox. The only issue is that it costs 31,000 Robux or $310 to actually buy. So instead, I'm going to do a challenge to see if I can go from 0 all the way up to 31,000 Robux to be able to buy the Headless Horseman. Okay, so Munib just tweeted that he's doing a Headless giveaway. This is my ticket. This will get me the 31,000 Robux that I need. This is all I need right here. If I am somehow able to get into this server and get 31,000 Robux.
That's strange. Okay, I sent the link in the chat now. So guys, get joining. Let's see how fast you guys can actually join the server.
Whoa,
it's
we got in.
filling up.
We got in. Oh my god.
I'm gonna give everyone 52k Robux.
Okay, so I'm just gonna make my 52,000 game pass just so I can actually get the Robux and get our 31,000. This is literally the greatest start to the challenge that we could possibly have. Instantly going from 0 to 31k. Oh, he's starting here. I'm right there. 870 people watching and I got in. Bro, my NASA PC, what can I say? Bro. Let's go! Let's go! There we go, 50,000 Robux. What can I say? What can I say, man? Oh, give me another 1,000. Let's go. That's just beautiful, man. Yo, that's crazy. Oh my god. And he gave me an extra 100. Here's the pending Robux in case you guys didn't believe me. So in just 2 minutes, I was able to finish the 0 to 31,000 Robux challenge. And we can officially afford the Headless Horseman. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe. You already know the vibes. Okay, not actually. I decided that I'm literally gonna do this challenge again because it was just too easy. This time I'm gonna earn the Robux and I'm not gonna do please donate or any type of giveaways. And we're gonna actually go ahead and do building commissions, flipping limited items, and doing all kinds of things like that instead of just getting it handed to me. So it's time for the 0 to 31,000 Robux challenge, part 2. So to start off the challenge, I got a building commission to recreate this store right here. He said he wanted to be more detailed, for me to put some different pillars in there, and make it look more interesting overall. He said he's going to be paying me 1,000 Robux when I finish. So here's the before, and let's start recreating it. I'm just going to go ahead and start by fixing the logo, and I probably want to add some more things to the sides. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure what he wants, and I don't 100% know what kind of style he wants for it. I decided to go with some kind of like castle themed store. I think that would be pretty cool, especially with some of the reference images he sent me. I think the castle theme would definitely work and look pretty cool with what he's going for. And this is the final result of the store. I added some stars, I added the fantasy theme. You can see the castle towers all around and the bricks. I decided not to do too much with it, just a little bit of changes. So that means we already have our first 1,000 Robux of the challenge, and I already got a second building commission. This time I got someone DM me that they want me to build a Squid Games lobby. This is pretty unique, not something that I've ever actually done before, so I decided to take the job. They said they would pay me 2,000 Robux, so let's get straight to building. So the person who wanted this gave me one reference image and literally told me nothing else. They didn't tell me how big they wanted it to be. They didn't tell me if they wanted anything changed, if they wanted it to be the exact same. And honestly, they just kind of weren't answering any of my questions. So I decided to kind of just build it based on what I thought would look good and based on what I thought would be a good size for it. I actually have no experience with Squid Game at all. I have never watched it. The only Squid Game I've ever watched is the Mr. Beast version. And I don't think that even counts. But that's okay. This build wasn't actually too difficult. It wasn't like super complicated. Here's the final result of what I cooked up. I think it actually came out pretty well. I'm very happy with what it looked like, especially with how little information the person was willing to give me. It looked pretty similar to the reference images, and I think I did a good job. And we actually did get paid our 2,000 Robux, so now we have a total of 3,000. And after that, I decided to start working on my very own Roblox game. My friend Tap2Rich and I decided to make a game called Survive the Brain Rots, which is a combination between Survive the Disasters and Steal a Brain Rot. So I decided to make a bunch of new thumbnails for the game. I made this one based on the Bombadillo Crocodillo, this one is based on the Tralalero Tralala, and the final one is based on the Ballerina Cappuccino. And after that, I actually decided to make 3 brand new maps for the game. The maps that we have for the game currently are basically just inspired from other Brain Rot games, so I decided to make some new ones. I made this one called Red versus Blue, where I made 2 castles, a giant bridge, and a grassy environment that people can walk all around. For the second one, I decided to take the classic Roblox map of Crossroads and fit it into our game style. So I removed a few things, changed a little bit, but overall it's still the classic Crossroads. And the final map I made is called Brainrot Beach, which is basically a pirate and island themed map, and also the most difficult map in the entire game. I actually made an entire video of me creating these maps and making this game, so you guys can watch it in the description below. But for now, the game is out, so I need to wait and see how much Robux it actually produces by the end. I just got hired for another building commission, but this is a really weird one. So this person DM'd me and asked me if I can make them a Ferris wheel in the classic Roblox style. I have never even thought about making a Ferris wheel on Roblox, and that is literally one of the strangest requests I've ever gotten. But nevertheless, I'm gonna make it happen and make it look beautiful. I love building in the classic Roblox style. I feel like it's very nostalgic, and honestly, I just really like how the things end up looking. But making this circle out of bricks was almost impossible. It was so difficult to actually figure out the angles and the warps and all that, you know. I felt like a mathematician, geometry, trigonometry, all that. Here is actually the final product of what I cooked up. I'm actually very happy with how it turned out. I think it perfectly embodies the classic Roblox style. You could definitely tell that as a Ferris wheel. But most of all, my 3rd grade math teacher, Miss Walter, would 100% be proud of me for this giant circle I made. So in total for this one, we're getting 3,000 Robux. We actually got a DM back from the person that I made the Squid Games for, and they asked me if I can make it a little bit bigger. So they want me to push the back wall a little bit so that the room is slightly bigger. Shouldn't really take me too long. All I have to do is expand a few things, add a few more blocks, and we should be able to do this in about like 10-15 minutes. I'm not getting any extra Robux for it, but I gotta make sure that my customers are satisfied with the final product. So here's the final product of this Squid Games build. Just made it a little bit bigger. So far, we've made a total of 6,000 Robux. And the main problem is I have no idea when the Headless Horseman is actually going off sale. So I don't even know how long I have to complete this challenge. It's currently October 15th, so I assume we're about halfway done, but I'm not even 100% sure. Remember that game that I made? It's finally time to actually check how much Robux it made for us. So currently, we are on 200,799 visits in total, plus our peak player count was 154, and the game has made 9,948 Robux. So that's an additional almost 10,000 Robux to our total. Honestly, for a game with 200,000 visits, that probably is a bit low, but it's okay because that means that we're halfway through the entire challenge. And I already know how we're actually going to finish this challenge off. Roblox has an event scheduled called the Halloween Spotlight event, and they're going to be releasing 5 brand new limited items for that event. The first one releasing is called the Entombed Miner's Headlamp. The second one releasing is called the Requiem. The third one is the Spectre Time Fedora. The fourth is the Hellsworn Valkyrie, and fifth is the Bandana from Beyond. So I'm going to try to buy as many of these items as I can as soon as they come out so we can make some profit. The only problem is I don't know how much they're going to cost, and I don't know what they're going to be worth after. So out of the 5 items, I decided to buy only 3. I bought the Requiem for 400 Robux, the Hellsworn Valkyrie for 12,500 Robux, and the Bandana from Beyond for 700. But since I used the 40% method, we're going to be getting back 5,440 Robux from that. And now we have 3 brand new limiteds that I'm going to wait to see if I can sell. So after spending 13,600 Robux on those items, we only have 5,988 left. So in order to beat the challenge, I need to sell those 3 limited items for a total of 43,503 Robux, which I'm not gonna lie, might be impossible. And in order to make sure that we'll actually be able to finish this challenge, I decided to take on one more building commission. This time, the person wants me to build 2 houses for them in the OG Roblox building style. I'm going to be getting paid 2,000 Robux for this, so that means I don't have to sell my limited items for as much, and finishing this challenge should be a little bit easier. Building in the OG Roblox style honestly is so nostalgic, and I really enjoy it, so I'm always happy to take on these kind of commissions. If for whatever reason someone watching this video wants a commission, be sure to hit me up on Discord at highlyswanted. Here's the final results, and here's what I managed to cook up. I made 2 different houses, one with 2 floors and one with just 1. I'm actually pretty happy with how it turned out. I think it looks pretty decent. But most importantly, it adds 2,000 Robux to our total. And after that, I actually managed to sell my unlimited items. I sold the bandana from Beyond and got 770 Robux after tax. I sold the Requiem and got 1,666 Robux after tax. Right now, we have a total of 9,824 Robux, meaning that we need a total of 22,000 Robux to be able to afford the Headless Horseman. And luckily enough, the Hellsworn Valkyrie is like literally the best item on Roblox right now, and I managed to sell it and get 27,300 Robux after tax. So after everything, we managed to get 37,124 Robux. The only problem is that I completely forgot that you don't instantly get your Robux. Robux takes a few days to pend, and today is November 2nd. I don't think that we have much more time, and the 40% method Robux is going to take a month to pend. So I guess technically we failed the challenge, but we completed it at the same time. I'm not going to be able to buy Headless with this Robux, but we did get 35k in total. Let me know in the comment section below, did I fail or did I win? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. Peace.